Hello children, Sai Ram and get ready for the English grammar class. Ready to go? Today we are going to start with new topic and that is pronouns. Pronouns and kinds of pronouns. Now you have again done this topic in your previous classes. So let's see what you have learned, whether you are able to recollect. Okay. So here you can see in front of you something written. Okay, so you can see here in the left hand side it is written as Sita is a girl. Sita is clever in studies. And in the blue part in the right side you can see Sita is a girl. She is clever in studies. So what is done here? Can you find the difference between these two? Sita is a girl. Sita is clever in studies. But in the second part, what is written? In the beginning, we have used Sita is a girl. Now, instead of Sita, what we have used here? We have used here she. Right? She is clever in studies. So, instead of repeating Sita, Sita again, which is the noun again, we have used some other word to refer to the noun. Okay? And that other word is a pronoun actually. Okay, that is pronoun. So she is a pronoun used for the girl, for the female gender. So we have used here she here. Okay, because every time it doesn't look good when we repeat the noun again and again. Okay, like here Sita is a girl, Sita is clever in studies, Sita is this, Sita is that. Okay, it doesn't look good. So instead of repeating the noun again, we use pronouns instead of the noun we are referring to. Okay, so we can say that what are pronouns? Pronouns are the words that are used in place of nouns to avoid repetition of nouns. Okay, for example, we use he, she, it, they, etc. Okay, so in this way we can use the pronouns to avoid the repetition, right? Now children, today we are going to learn different kinds of pronouns. Okay, what are they? Personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, possessive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. So we are going to learn all these 6 kinds of nouns. Okay, now here you can see personal pronouns. Okay, first we will start with personal pronouns. Now what are they? They are the pronouns which refer to persons. Okay, they are the pronouns which refer to person. For example, here you can see the chart here children. Okay, now this chart is very much there in your grammar book. Can you see it? Okay, so here you can see in the first column I, we, me, us, ours. Okay, they all are called as first person. Now what is first person? Person. Okay, the first person refers to the person speaking, the one who is talking, one who is doing all the speaking part. Okay, and then the you, yours. So it is the second person. That means it refers to the person spoken to whom you are talking to. And then you have here he, she, it, they, him, his, her, it, its, they, them, theirs. They are all called as third person. Okay, now what is third person? It refers to the person spoken about whom you are talking, about whom you are speaking. Okay, so in this way we have these 3 persons. So you have to keep in mind what is first person, second person and third person. Okay, first person means first person refers to the person speaking. The second person refers to the person spoken about, right? Spoken to, not about, spoken to. Then the third person, it refers to the person spoken about. Okay, so the first is speaking, second is spoken to, and the third is spoken about. Okay, so don't forget this. Now let's solve this exercise. Fill in the blanks with personal pronouns. Okay, here you can see first one, it is there in your book. The captain and the team members posed with the trophy Then they had won it again after 10 years. Now why they and it is used here? Now if you'll see the sentence, the captain and the team members posed with the trophy. Someone is speaking, right? But about whom? About the captain and the team. That means the third person, right? So we have used here they. They is used for third person, right? They had won it again after 10 years. So you have they and it. It is also used for third person. Okay. Then the little boy started crying whenever the mother left him alone. Okay. Again we are talking about whom? You have to find out. We are talking about the third person, about the little boy. Right. So here we have used him. Okay. Him is the pronoun used for the male gender, boy. So him alone. Again him is third person. Then the third one, teacher asked Saroj, can you get me a glass of water? Now, who is here? Which person? Teacher asked Saroj. That means the conversation is going between two, right? That means the first person is talking with the second person, right? So, can you get me? You is what? Second person, right? Get me. Me is again first person. So, can you get me a glass of water? Followed? How the personal pronouns are used here? When I went for the interview, the manager asked me for the certificates. Now, who is in, about whom we are talking? I, right? That means the first person. So, we have used the pronoun me here. Personal pronoun me. Okay? So, here you have the answer me. Which person it is me? It is the first person. Followed? Hari and I saw some poor children begging for food. We bought bread and eggs for them. Okay, now why we is used here? Because Hari and I, right? Hari and I saw some poor children begging for food. So here first person is also involved, right? I. So we have used we. We bought bread and eggs for them. They are talking about the third person. Okay, the poor children. So here we have the third person, them used here. Followed how to use the personal pronouns? Okay, now let's see. Underline the personal pronouns in each sentence. Now we are going to underline it. Anil likes her very much. So what do you think here? Answer will be her. Right? I just can't follow your advice. So what will be the answer? I just can't follow your advice. So your I is there first, right? Follow your advice, second person. Isn't it? Okay, next. We are all Indians. So here again, we are all Indians. So which is the personal pronoun here? Yes, it is we, right? The first person, isn't it? We comes in the first person, right? Do you remember the chart which I showed you in the beginning? Okay. They are ignorant of what you say. So we have here they, right? It is the third person. What you say, second person, isn't it? So your answers, we have here two answers here, right? They are ignorant of what you say. Followed? Then next. She failed the test and was scolded. She failed the test and was scolded. So our answer is she. Sixth one. You have made the wall dirty. You, second person here, you. Got it? Fine. Now, reflexive pronouns. This is the second pronoun which we are going to do. Now, if you see the sentence here, can you see? The first one, she hurt herself during dance practice. Second one, I looked at myself in the mirror. Now can you see here two words, she and I. Now you know what is sentence, right? It is what? It contains subject and object or the predicate. Now here she and I, okay, the highlighted words, she and I, okay, they are the subjects in this sentence, isn't it? Now the underlined words, herself in the first one and the myself in the second one, they refer to the subject, isn't it? She hurt herself. I looked at myself, isn't it? They are referring to the subject. Herself is talking about she, myself it is I, isn't it? So these words, okay, the underlined words, they are called as reflexive pronouns. Now what are they? They are the pronouns that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. Okay, that means about whom you are talking? You're talking about yourself only, right? So here you will use reflexive pronouns, right? I looked at myself. So you're talking about whom? Yourself only. So I looked at myself. She hurt whom? Herself only. Followed? So that is reflexive pronouns. Okay. Now how to use them? Again we have a group here. Again this chart is there in your book. So just go through it again. Okay. First person. You know what is first person, right? Okay. So whenever first person is referred, we will be using myself or ourselves. Okay, plural. Myself singular, ourselves means plural. Second person, whenever second person is referred to, you will say yourself or yourselves. And third person, himself, herself, itself or themselves. Okay, so just keep in mind this chart too. Now here, underline the reflexive pronouns in each sentence. Now they are very easy, right? We add self to it. They are very easy to remember. We enjoyed ourselves very much. Okay, so our answer is we enjoyed ourselves. We, right? We is there. That means plural, isn't it? So we enjoyed ourselves very much. So that is why ourself is the answer. Okay. Then Ramu blamed himself for this accident. That means what is the subject here? Ramu. And about what we are talking about? Himself for this accident. Blamed himself. So which is the reflexive pronoun here? Himself. The queen herself fed her ailing maid. Here it is herself. Okay. Now the fourth one. You yourself can do this job. What is the answer here then? You yourself. Bruce shut himself in a cage. Himself. Followed? Okay, so it is very easy to understand this type of noun. Now fill in the blanks with reflexive pronouns. We were satisfied with ourselves after helping the blind child. Okay, so we, many are there. So that is why answer is ourselves. Some animals clean themselves with their tongues. Themselves, animals, right? So themselves. Third one, give yourself more practice if you want to win the match. Give yourself, if you. Okay, so we are talking about you. That is why yourself. The cat licked itself clean. So answer is itself, right? It is talking about itself, the cat. We are talking about the cat. He taught himself Japanese by reading books. So answer is himself. Now we'll learn the possessive pronouns. Now the word itself, possessive, tells us. That means it belongs to someone, right? Possession. So here you can see the first sentence. That dress is not yours, it is hers. Okay, just see no apostrophe is used here when we are adding s to it. Okay, that dress is not yours, it is hers. Okay, the books are not theirs, right? The books are not theirs. Can you find out? Now we have not used apostrophe s. Here the underlined word yours, hers or theirs. What are they? They are the pronouns, isn't it? Now they show possession or it belongs to someone, right? Ownership. Someone owns that. That dress is not yours. You are not owning it. It does not belong to you. It is hers. That it means it belongs to her. So such pronouns, they are called as possessive pronouns. Okay, so possessive pronouns are what? They replace nouns and show possession. For example, mine, ours, yours, etc. Okay. Now, rewrite these sentences using possessive pronouns. So, let's solve this exercise now. This is Ali's book. The book is his. These are your toys. These toys are yours. Okay. Now, here you can see. Again, I would like to tell you the same thing. See here, yours, we have not used apostrophe here. Okay, that is wrong. Okay, we should not use the apostrophe here. Okay, simply you have to add s there. So, yours. Followed. Then next, this is Asha and Meena's house. This house is theirs. So, it belongs to Asha and Meena. So, this house is theirs. This is my property. This property is mine. Okay. These are their clothes. These clothes are theirs. Again, S is added, no apostrophe. The sixth one. This is our school. This school is ours. Okay. Now, again the F exercise. Replace the underlined words with possessive pronouns and write them within bracket. Now here you can see, first one, these spectacles are Hari's. So in bracket we are supposed to write the answer. So which possessive pronoun we can use here? His. These spectacles are his. The blue dolls are Leela's and Naina's. So answer is theirs. The blue dolls are theirs. So instead of Leela's and Naina's, we'll use the possessive pronoun theirs. My umbrella is broken. May I borrow the one that belongs to you? Means yours. My umbrella is broken. May I borrow yours? Right? This car is Hari's. So his is the answer. The tickets on the table are Anita's, Sona's and mine. Okay, that means you are also included here, right? Mine. So our answer is ours. The tickets on the tables are ours. Followed? Okay, we'll stop here. Okay, we'll continue in the second part of our pronoun. So we have just done with the first part. We have learned three kinds of nouns, right? Which are they? Personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns and possessive pronouns. Okay, few more to go that we will try to learn in our next period. Okay, so till then, bye, see you.